There's not one person out there who's just started in photography, video, flying helicopters, medicine, who are fantastic at what they do right away. How long did it take you to get your helicopter license?
105 hours gets you a commercial license, and that's a license to continue to learn. It's a license saying you can now fly a helicopter. It doesn't mean that you are the best. We're back in Canada. You know how I know we're back in Canada? Because I went into a convenience store and a person apologized, said sorry for getting to a door before I did and walking through it before me.
So no one starts out being really good at anything, and it's very easy to get discouraged when you are starting out and you're seeing people who had years of experience who maybe you don't know had years of experience, and you're like, oh, why am I not as good as that person, or I'll never be as good as that person. And so it's really easy to get down on yourself. So you have to find the line between being inspired versus comparing yourself to those people. You should only be comparing yourself to yourself.
So to get good at something, you have to put in hours. You have to put in the work. And that's the little piece of advice that nobody wants to hear, including patients who I treat. They don't want to have lifestyle or diet changes. They want just a pill to fix their problems. That's sort of a mindset that a lot of people in life have, whether it be for their medical issues or for wanting to get better at something. Unfortunately, if you don't put work in, you're not going to excel at your craft or your trade. Are you a visitor?
Shit, yeah, I guess I'll just have to go back home. I'm so happy to see you. You are tall. Oh my god, look at you. You're a real person. You're a real person.
Is this Lizzie Pierce? IRL? Nice to meet you in person.
Hi. Oh my god, I'm gonna be on the Becky and Chris vlog.
You are tanned. I knew it was real.
You're so
so dark. So we're surprising Chris for a celebration of his 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you don't know me, you don't know Chris. You don't know Chris, you don't know me. I'll wait for you to go watch my channel. I'm just kidding.
He's the one with the hair.
He's the one with the hair. You know, the blonde hair. It's long. Do you know him?
He's just so cool. Like, he just walks in a room and everyone's like, who's that guy?
If you haven't seen him do this, you haven't watched enough of his videos. Just
How does he do it?
So this has been very elaborate. As you can see, Becky and Chris have come all the way here from Buffalo. Balloons are gonna be here any second. This is all of our food. We are in a bit of a lull, actually. We've set up everything that we have access to. We're still waiting for the 100K balloons, which are coming in an Uber, and the coolers so we can have cold beer, because it's really, there's no air conditioning in here. Yeah, we're just gonna film some B-roll and hang out and talk, because I haven't seen you guys ever in real life.
This is our first time meeting in real life.
I'm just excited to chill with you guys, and it's gonna be a fun party. And I'm really also excited not to have to lie to Chris anymore. This has been the most challenging thing I've ever had to do, is lie to him for 2 months straight.
This was my Facebook memory today. It was a newspaper article, Teen Launches BMX Film. 2001, that paper was, and I was shooting video for probably a couple years at that point. And I'm only sharing this because it's appropriate to what we were saying earlier. I still don't consider myself good at video. It's just something we've been doing for a long time now. Look at all these memories. Hey, oh my god, I graduated medical school 7 years ago to this day. Oh my god, if I pop this accidentally, I'd ruin the party. Why are you nervous?
I don't know, I get nervous about, I'm like worried I'm gonna mess it up.
Yo, Alan, are you nervous?
I am nervous. Are you guys nervous? I'm so nervous. I feel like this
so
is
I never met him before, so.
Oh, he doesn't even know Chris.
I never met him before.
I've been waiting for it. I even have this for you, so you can do the honors yourself.
What is happening right now?
Someone's getting this in 120p, right?
I know.
So dope. Guys, this is my name. And there's like 100 cameras here.
Look, balloons, people, Becky, Chris.
I know!
Buffalo.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks, guys. You really want to have cake?
She's like, I love cake and what? Oh, and surprises.
Cake time. You got the cake.
Oh, look at this angle. Thank you guys so much, like, for coming together. These are like all my favorite people in the world, all in one place. Overwhelmed with emotion, so thank you guys.
So like we were saying, in order to be good at something and excel and make progress, you have to have a lot of hours. Oh, hey, Chris.
Hi.
How long have you been shooting video for?
I've been shooting video for 8 years, but I've also been a content creator, photographer, and whatever you want to call it, creative, since I was 8 years old. So if we do the math, I'm like 100 now. No, it's like
it was 100K.
Yeah, it's 100K. Oh wait, I'm getting the
Chris.
numbers all switched up here. I've just been making stuff for like 15, 20-ish years. I started YouTube last October. 7 months.
7 months. Rapid ascension to 100K, and a lot of people look at that and they're thinking, oh, how can this happen? Like, how can I make this happen for me? You don't see is that he's got 8 years of video experience behind him.
Yeah, it's like I did all the weird things that you had to do to get to those spots. And by weird, I mean like I shot weddings, I've shot corporate commercials, I was a part of a band with my grade 12 English teacher. We tried to start a rock band called the Bloody Five where there was only 4 of us, and we tried to be successful in many different creative fields until the point where you're like, I'm doing YouTube and let's see where this goes, and that's kind of led to where I am now.
We'll let you get back to your own party, but again, hours, time, you gotta put it in. He's gonna give me a one-wheel lesson.
My AirPods in, I just do figure eights while I talk to people. Pressure off either the toe or the heel sensor.
I'll message one.
Hey, Jesse, unrelated question. How many years have you been shooting video for? Or photos?
About 10 probably.
10 years of video.
Everything I make now is still influenced by everything I've made before it. Even if it's not the good videos, but it's like all the mistakes, I try not to make those mistakes.
Yeah.
Now.
It's experience.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no substitute for 10 years of experience.
Yeah, definitely
okay.
Not. Cheers, everybody.
Give it a flick, give it a flick.
Shake it, shake it.
It's really nice to be able to do this for Chris. 100K, like 100,000 people, and without breaking a sweat. I know we talked about that, but you're still doing a creative agency on the side, balancing relationships and family. Super impressive. So, cheers to Chris for 100K and reaching an incredible monumental milestone. So cheers, buddy.
Cheers! Can you do the cheers listen one more time?
Nothing is real.
How long have you been doing photos, video?
Long time, 7 years. You gotta put the grind. It's not just saturated, there's a lot of really talented people out there, and I think the one thing that you can use to your advantage is your personal skill set and your own perspective, which a lot of people sometimes don't really get the chance to explore. That's a very important thing to focus on.
So yet again, everybody has years and years of experience. Nobody gets instant fame, instant recognition. Oh, Peter McKinnon, hey buddy.
Oh, hello there.
How long have you been shooting video for?
About 15 years.
15 years.
Started with weddings, I shot photos at the circus back when I was like a teenager, rode my bike there, worked for so many different people, different internships, camera shops, Best Buy, everywhere.
So people come to you and say like, how did you do it, Pete?
How'd you get 1 million subscribers in less than a year? I'm like, well, it actually took like 15 years to get all of those, which is quite a long time. But what you see online, it looks like overnight, but the reality of the situation for a lot of these creators is they've been building this throughout their entire lives to get to this spot. So.
Exactly. All you're seeing is the tip of the iceberg. You're seeing the pinnacle, the success. You don't see the grind that went on for, again, 15 years.
Yeah, the behind the scenes is what nobody really gets to see. They just see like the polished product.
There you go. Words of wisdom, my man. Thank you. Peace. As a scrawny Asian, I don't think I could rock this 1DX. Look at my arm. My muscles are like twitching. I can't hold this thing.
But it looks really
This
great.
is the workout right now.
Right now.
I can't even hold it straight. Is it recording in there?
We're here with Lizzie Pierce.
Hello.
Lizzie, how many years have you been shooting video? Or photos, or any visuals?
I got my first camera, my first DSLR. It was a Canon T3i 6 years ago.
6 years. 6 years. She's been crushing the game for 6 years.
Yes, it takes time. The
Takes
first
time.
2 years I was shooting stuff, it was not good. It can be really frustrating at first, especially if you start comparing yourself to other people. And the one thing I would really stress is don't do that. Just compare yourself to your own personal best, because once you start doing that and you just focus on getting good at what you do and your own level, you'll progress that much faster, because you'll find yourself not getting down on yourself as often.
Did you talk to Becky before this video?
Maybe?
Because
What?
Becky just basically said the exact
same thing?
Do not compare.
Did you read, what's that book called?
She doesn't read books.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***. It's in that book. So I'm not going to take total credit for that, but yeah, it's in that book.
These guys, I thought these guys were these profound philosophers. And they're all spouting quotes from The Subtle Art of Not Giving a... It's a good message though. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to yourself and keep using that as motivation to keep progressing.
Oh man, what a weekend.
That was action-packed. That was the most socializing you've done in a while. You're normally at home like this. You gotta fly helicopters, see friends.
Yeah, it was great.
Got to do a lot of things.
So patience, persistence, hard work. That is the theme among all of those guys who are, you know, creating content daily, weekly, who are on top of the game on YouTube.
It's not meant to discourage you, it's meant to motivate you. And it's also meant to make you feel a little bit better about yourself, because a lot of people compare themselves to the people they see on the internet. Some people have more experience, and there's nothing wrong with that.
So if you get discouraged thinking you're not growing, go back and review your work from 6 months ago, a year ago, and see how much progression has been made. You need to compare yourself to yourself. Always take time to see where you've come from, because I can guarantee you that you've made progress and you don't even realize it.
Congrats, Chris, 100,000. That is huge. Amazing benchmark, and you're only gonna keep exploding from here. Couldn't think of another person who deserves it more.
Sweetest humans I've ever met in my life. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified when we post new videos. And we will see you in the next one.
You missed.
Ooh, I missed.
You missed. This is actually recording.
Peter McKinnon's vlogging camera.
Yeah, well, he already sent me his package to taste, so... His coffee. What do you call that thing?
That's a dead bird face. Yep. Nice.